All right, guys, so now that you've finished the video, it's time to take the Unit 4 vocab list quiz. Try to think about how to do this a couple of different ways so that you would have every advantage that you normally have in the classroom. So I wanted to walk you through some things that I've done for you here. Now, if you log onto this page, you're going to see that I've got the vocab list right here. That is a Google Doc that you can make a copy of and highlight. If you're worried about spelling errors, which Canvas unfortunately doesn't allow, then you can just highlight that word, cut it, and paste it right into the quiz, okay? Just so you know, this quiz is set up as like a fill-in-the-blank quiz on Canvas. So it is looking for an exact match. And I used the words off of that list. So when I previewed this, I put in, I think for an answer, real GDP, like I spelled it out. And it counted it wrong when the answer was R GDP. So just learn from my mistakes and basically look at this list, highlight what you see there, and use that as your words, okay? Just to be clear, I'm still planning on counting this as a major grade if you don't do very well on the unit test. The instructions are here for you. You will get 3 chances. So, and in between each chance, they'll show you which ones you got wrong. They won't show you the right answers, but you can try up to 3 times. Now, if you're okay with your first score, don't even bother. It's fine. It will keep the average of your scores, so just be aware of that before you start, okay? Because this is going to be a major grade, I need you guys to realize that if you go away from Canvas, it's going to show up in the log. And that means that I'm not going to be able to count this for major grade whatsoever. It'll just be a daily grade, okay? So just keep that in mind. I'm putting in 30 minutes. Now, this is the first time I've ever done this online. I don't know how long it's going to take you. So if I need to add more time, I'll be happy to do that. But I think based on what happens in the classroom, typically this is what I see. So I'm hoping that'll be enough time. If you have a special accommodation, don't worry. I'm going to go ahead and assign you some extra time, okay? There's a note about the spelling error situation. I'm hoping that, highlighting the actual term and putting it in a blank when you see this will actually work. So let me kind of model that for you as we go through this together. I'm going to click on this. Actually, I'm going to open it in another tab. There we go. And what you guys will see is that it's going to ask me to make a copy. So we're going to do that. That way we don't mess up Mr. J's original. And now I have the word bank, okay? So I really do intend for you guys to be able to highlight this, do a control copy, and then put that in wherever you think the word is, okay? So have this out on your desk as you're trying to do that, okay? Let's take a look at the quiz, all right? Once you've submitted an answer, you're not going to be able to change it. So there's your note about that. And we are ready. So all of those instructions are going to show up at the top of the page each time. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. But here is your definition. This is the amount of real gross domestic product divided by the population that represents a nation's standard of living. Okay, my gut reaction is that is real GDP per capita. But I want to make sure I double check this and see what the actual term, see, if I'd spelled it out, I would have gotten this wrong. So there is our GDP per capita. I'm going to control copy that. I'm going to go back to the quiz and paste it in. Okay, so that should be okay. All right. I'm just kind of thinking through this now, guys. You might want to save that copy to your desktop and minimize the quiz window. I'm going back and forth between these things, and I'm not sure how that's going to show up in my log. So let me try another one here. An index that measures prices covering roughly 4,000 items that suppliers must purchase in order to process the goods we buy. It's like a wholesale price index. Could be commodity prices. Let me look at the word bank here. Let's see. So, that's going to be PPI. That's it right there. That's the producer price index. Okay. So I go back here and put this in. Okay. So you get how this works, right? So I'm going to go ahead and submit this, even though it's going to fail me like crazy, right? Okay. And there is one of my attempts. Now, if I'm looking at this in SpeedGrader, real quick, and I want to see what that test student did. Let's see. Hold on a minute. Okay, I think it's going to be second block is where the test student showed up. No, okay. So basically when I look in here, guys, this is the place where I look to see if I'm going to see like a log that's a suspicious thing, okay? But I think if you download this to your desktop, you will be fine to minimize that window and then minimize your quiz and just copy and paste back and forth. I think that's the easiest thing for us, okay? Trying to get this loaded by 8 o'clock, so I'll keep it short and sweet. If you guys have questions, just let me know. Thanks a lot.